Happy Saturday, people. I'm doing something a little bit different today. Someone has requested that I do my own Wim Hof routine. So I'm going to do my Saturday routine because it's Saturday, which will be 4 rounds of Wim Hof breathing, lying down. It'll be less structured than usual because I don't know how long I'm going to hold my breath for. So we'll go with the flow on that. And then I'm going to do a short kundalini kryia because I never go from breath to the cold. Always have that break in between. So I'm going to warm up and generate heat within my body with that kundalini kryia. It's a beautiful one. Join in with me. You'll really enjoy it. It's great. Really good for firing up the core. And then I'm going to get outside into the cold. My cold tub is ready and waiting, but it's about 8 degrees outside. So I'm going to grab some ice. If you like this video, please like it. And if you want to see more, subscribe, press the notification. So come to your mat. We're going to do 4 rounds of Wim Hof breathing. I'm going to do it lying down, and I'm just going to concentrate on holding my breath and start breathing in and out through the mouth or the nose. Big belly breaths. So belly, chest, head, let it go. Belly, chest, head, let it go. Belly, chest, head, let it go. Waving in and out. In and out. This is my own practice, so it is less structured. So I tend to keep breathing until I feel the effects of the breathing. So I'll start to feel a bit lightheaded or tingly. And so I'm going to try and give you a cue to say, 10 more. But this is very much going to be my practice that I'm sharing with you, and obviously if you'd like to practice along, that's ace. Okay, so really feel into the sensations here now. Really, where you feel you're getting any dizziness, I'm going to do 10 more here. Where you're feeling you're getting dizziness or tingling, really, really push that and see if you can intensify it. That's what I try to do. So I'm focusing on the sensations in my body. Let's do 5 more together. These are the biggest ones yet. Really get into the belly, chest, head. 100% in, 70% out. And this is our last one. And let all of it out. 100% out. Empty the lungs and just go inside. And so in my own practice like this, where I'm lying down, this is what I would do every morning before I get out of bed. And then I concentrate and focus on the feelings in my body. So I do a body scan. So my feet, I feel the tingling, sometimes a sense of pins and needles. It's almost like you can feel the blood flowing through the body. And then I scan my body from my feet up to the top of my head, listening for sounds in my ears. I find my heartbeat and I see if I can slow it down. I'm aware at the moment I'm not holding my breath as long as I usually would because a cold's been trying to get me. Fortunately, because of this practice, I'm not really suffering any ill effects other than a slightly stuffy nose. So I'm also being cautious about how long I spend in the cold. Okay, I'm about to take my recovery breath in. So breathe in, push all of that air up into the brain as though you're cleansing the pineal gland. So I tense all of my muscles from my toes up to my head. And release. Well done. And then straight back into round number 2. So belly, chest, head, let it go. Belly, chest, head, let it go. Waving in and out. In and out. In and out. I always breathe in and out from my mouth in my own practice because I find that I can get a better lungful of air. But if you ever feel panicky during this practice or following this practice, maybe it's better to breathe in through the nose and just sort of listen to your body. We are meant to be nose breathers, so breathing through the mouth can cause a kind of fight or flight reaction, whereas what we want to do is put the body into hermetic stress. So never worry about whether you're breathing through the mouth or the nose. As long as you're getting the air in, that's the main thing. So let's just keep going. Well done. In and out, in and out. Let's do 5 more together. Big breaths in, really, really big. In and out. Circular breaths like the waves on the shore. Okay, that's our last one. And let that all out and go inside. Really just focus now on all the sensations that are occurring in the body. I find it easier to hold my breath for longer if I'm not thinking about how long I'm holding my breath for, if that makes sense. I like to really not challenge myself time-wise, because even if you're holding your breath for 20 seconds, but that's the most you can do, then you've done the practice as well as somebody that's holding their breath for 4 minutes. It's all about you and your practice. So if you're doing the breaths in and out to the best of your ability, and if you hold your breath for as long as you can, then you're doing it right. So just make this about you and not compare times, or even with your, the previous day. And some days I can hold my breath for 3 minutes, and sometimes I'll struggle for 1.5 minutes. It just depends where I am in time and what's going on. So just never ever judge yourself or compare yourself to anyone or even your own practice. Just enjoy this and know that the health benefits of it and the emotional benefits are incredible. Absolutely incredible. Okay, huge belly breath in, recovery breath, and push this breath up into the head. Sorry you're getting no warning. As I said, this is my practice and I hope you can share with me. Hold it, push it, tense the muscles, and let it go. Let's do round 3. Belly, chest, head, let it go. Belly, chest, head, let it go. Waving in and out. In and out. Like the waves on a shore. I think that I probably breathe in quite fast. My in and out breaths. And I found that this is the optimum level for me to get the sensations. Because when you first start doing this method, it's like a honeymoon period of sensations, and then they start to fade off a little bit. So for me, I find if I breathe fast in and out from my mouth, I can retain that level of sensation. So if you want to breathe slower, do so. If you want to breathe faster, do so. Remember, this is about you, not me. So it doesn't matter how many we're doing, it matters how we feel about what we're doing. Keep going, breathing in and out, in and out. Circular breaths, no gap between breathing in and breathing out. Like the waves on the shore, rolling in and out, in and out. Let's do 10 more together. Huge belly breaths this time. Let's really go for this. Well done, keep going. In and out. Even if you start to feel a little bit dizzy, it doesn't matter, it's good. Just really focus on those sensations. This is our last one. Let it go. Brilliant. Let's just lie back now and really enjoy this. The other thing is, I find that some days when doing this practice can make my mouth dry, and then other days it will make I generate a lot of saliva, and it's fine to swallow as long as you keep some pressure in the back of your nose so you don't let any air seep in. And if you want to pinch your nose shut during this practice, that's also fine. I just like to relax my hands down and just keep some pressure in the back of my nose to stop that happening. But again, make this about you, not me. So it's your practice. Find what works for you. On a side note, sometimes when you get a lot of saliva into the mouth during the practice, it can be a sign that you're releasing toxins. And we do release a lot of toxins through our breath. And we release fat through our breath. Well, the byproduct of burning fat is 80% is carbon dioxide. So if you feel that you're swallowing a lot, it's a good sign, because it probably means that you're starting to burn fat during this process and build muscle. I know my abdominals are certainly a lot better since I've been doing this for the last 2 years. You may find as well when you do this practice that you have a ringing or whooshing or a sound in your ears. That's completely natural, and it may last for a while following the technique, but it will go back down. Okay, big belly breath in, forcing this air up into the brain, cleansing and decalcifying the pineal gland. Push it from the toes up to the brain, forcing cerebral fluid from the base of the spine up into the head, a journey that usually takes 12 hours, and we're doing it in a few seconds. Okay, breathe out, and let's go into our last round. Round 4. Belly, chest, head, let it go. Belly, chest, head, let it go. Breathing at your own pace now, in and out at your own pace. I will time this last one because I felt like I hadn't been holding my breath for that long. I was conscious of it being recorded. So I'm going to time the last one. Again, I will say don't get hung up on timing. You know, this is based on an ancient technique by Buddhist monks in the Himalayas to warm their bodies, and various other techniques that Wim has repackaged beautifully to make it therapeutic, accessible and free. So you can't imagine Buddhist monks getting their stopwatches out and worrying about that kind of thing, and we don't need to either, because the therapeutic effects are what we want. We can turn it into a pissing contest if we want, but it's not about that. It's about sharing a technique together, 10 more, and enjoying it and feeling the benefits from it. Keep going, you're doing so well. Okay, we're going to have 5 more here. Biggest ones yet. These are our last 5 of the day, so let's really go for these. Okay? This is our last one. And let the air out, all of it out. So our body, our lungs are completely empty. And then our body will start to uptake the oxygen that is in the cells. We have hyper oxygenated our body at this stage, to the extent where there won't be enough carbon dioxide in our body to sufficiently exchange the gas. So we're taking our body very much out of homeostasis here, and reconfiguring our immune systems, setting off hermetic stress, which we are controlling. This is why the intelligence of this practice is we become controllers of the autonomic nervous system, once thought completely impossible. Just really go inside, feel into the sensations in the body, work up through the body from the toes to the top of the head, and see how you're feeling, and really feel into the sensations. You're doing so well. Just keep going here. That was my dog flapping her ears. Keep going. If you do need to breathe before, obviously, do so. And at any point you want to hold your breath for longer, pause the video. Okay, huge belly breath in. This is our final one. So really force this breath right into the brain. Force it up the spine. Picture that you are decalcifying your pineal gland with this effort. Keep going, keep pushing. And release. Well done, well done. Do what you need to do here. I usually get pins and needles in my feet and hands, so I'll give everything a little shake, a little wiggle. But if you just want to lie still and really feel into the sensations, then do that. I just like to feel the blood flowing back around my body, just causing a few constrictions, and then let it flow again. And then you can join me at the front of the mat. And let's just go inside. Bring the hands to the knees and we'll go inside. Okay, let's begin our kundalini warm-up. This is a beautiful kryia. It would be nice if you could follow along. Close down the eyes for this practice. And let's do head circles. So going one way, if you have any problems with your neck, just do half head circles. Okay, so breathe in at the front and out at the back, taking it at your own pace. We live in a very fast-paced world, and we're driving and we're leaning over computers or phones, and the neck and the shoulders really bear the weight and the strenuousness of that. So I'm really going to focus for the next few minutes on relieving the tension of the week in the shoulders. Okay, keep going. Let's go the other way. So remember to breathe out at the back, in at the front, taking it at your own pace. And just really feel like you're breaking down crystals of lactate and stress and relieving the tension in the head and the neck. Good, keep going. Okay, come back to centre. And we're going to try and relieve those shoulders. So do shoulder rolls to the front. So take them all up to the ears, just to the full extent that you can get those shoulders round, hunching them up and bringing it all the way around. Now go to the back. We're really going to try and detoxify those shoulders that have worked so hard all week. Raise the shoulders up to the ears, drop them. And when you drop it, really just let them fall. This has a great detoxifying effect. And then bring your nose to your shoulders. So breathe in and out, in, out, in, out, in, out. With Kundalini practice, we do a lot of rapid nasal breathing. And it can be very, very warming and detoxifying. So keep going with those shoulders. Bring them to the nose. Breathing in, out. Keep going. Okay. Breathe in. Hold the breath in. Pull up on the root lock. Hold the shoulders up. Hunch them up to the ears. And then release that breath. Well done. Well done. Next thing we're going to do is body circles. So we're going to, these are called Sufi grinds. And you're going to basically imagine you're stirring a pot with your ribs. So you're taking your ribs around the body. So you're arching your back at the front and concaving at the back, holding onto the ankles, and go to the full extent at your own pace of this movement. So you're really literally stirring your body with your ribs. Okay, the other way. At your own pace. So come forwards to the back, really going to the full range of motion with your ribs, circling over your hips. The more we warm up this core area,
the stronger and healthier it is, and the warmer we're going to be internally for when we get into the cold. I do kundalini every morning, and I do find that I can go about my day in a t-shirt and flip-flops when everybody else is in coats. Okay, come to hands and knees now. We're going to do cat-cow. And this is a yoga technique, but we're going to do it more rapidly than we would with a yoga technique. So breathe in with the cow. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, so arching and then concaving the back. And it is quite a rapid motion. So we breathe in, out. So breathe in with cat, breathe out, cow, breathe out with cat. So breathe in, out. Take the head with you. But if you do have any aches and pains or soreness in the neck, don't throw it back. Do it with control. Keep it in line with the head. Keep the head in line with the neck. We don't want to cause any injuries. But really, really feel into the range of motion that you've got. So make it all count. So you're really pushing it to the extent that you can. And don't sink into the shoulders here either. We want to keep the shoulders strong and pushing away from the floor. Even weight in all 4 limbs. Keep going. Breathing in and out. In and out. This is a really good way of moving the kundalini energy that lays dormant in our base of our spine up into the upper chakras. It's a good way of utilising our sexual energy as well in a more proficient manner. Okay, we're going to go faster now for the last few. So breathe in, out, in, out, in. Really feel into this. So you're going to pushing it as far as you can. In, out, in, out. Excellent. Keep going. Awesome. Okay, come back seated to the front of the mat. I'm going to do body twists. So take the hands to the shoulders, thumbs at the back, fingers at the front. And we're going to breathe into the left and out to the right. Quite a rapid movement, and it's a rapid breath through the nose, keeping the eyes closed, sitting upright through the spine, and take the head with you. The head doesn't stay stationary. So breathe into the left, out to the right. Again, this is really moving energy up the spine, warming up the internal organs, and massaging out the smooth muscle, the cardiac muscle, and the muscles that control our digestion and elimination. Keep going. We're only going to be here for a short time, so let's give it everything we've got. Okay, come back to stillness. Well done. Breathe in, hold the breath in, pull up on the root lock, and then breathe out. Well done. You're doing really, really well. Take some recovery breaths in here. Always in and out through the nose, unless I say otherwise. Because obviously nasal breathing is very, very good for us. Okay, coming to the back now. We're going to do stretch pose. So feet out, stretched out to 10 centimetres off the floor. Head up, arms up, and then breath of fire. So that's passive in breaths and forcing out breath through the nose. Imagine you are your stomach is bellows, and you're really pumping the stomach to get the breath out through the nose. Focus on the feet here to make sure you can remain in this pose for the time that we need to. Keep going. Keep that breath of fire going. And big breath in. Hold it. Pull up on the root lock. Tense all the muscles. And let it go. Well done. Well done. Okay, we're going to come into shoulder stand here. So we're going to get an inversion. So keep the head straight along the mat. If you don't know how to do this, look how to do it first, because I don't want you to twist your head in this position. It's a very, very strong cervical spine stretch. So get the hands up into the back, raise the feet up high, keep the weight into the shoulders, and keep the head straight. We really don't want any neck injuries here. Just breathe. This is a nice slow in and out breath through the nose. Okay, bring the knees down and slowly vertebra by vertebra roll back down. And just take some recovery breaths in and out through the nose. Well done, you're doing really, really well. We're coming to the end of this practice soon. There's just a few more left. Okay, so roll up to sitting. And then I'd like you to come onto your stomach. We're going to do half bow pose, which uses every major muscle group in the body. So take hold of your feet, the outside of your feet with your hands, and then raise everything up off the mat. And we're going to take slow breaths in and out through the nose. And we're going to hold this half bow for a minute. So you'll feel you are having a strong shoulder opener. You'll feel all the work down the back, but you're also using the whole of your core. Every single muscle, major muscle group in the body is worked by half bow. So we're going to hold it for the full minute. Really focus. Don't ease off. If you feel like it's getting easier, then pull up the legs a little bit more. And if you can, like I'm doing, take your head with you, and that will open out the thyroid and the parathyroid gland, giving them a massage, and that will stimulate and boost your metabolism. This is a really, really, really good exercise. Okay, bring it to the mat, put the head in the hands, and just take some recovery breaths. Well done, that wasn't easy. The next thing we're going to do, the final thing, is called Ego Eradicator. So I want you to come to sitting. We're going to raise the arms 60 degrees above the head. And we're going to close down the fingers and raise the thumbs up and do breath of fire through the nose. So really pump in that stomach again like bellows. Pull up through the spine and keep pumping. Rapid breaths through the nose. Forced breath out as though you're pumping bellows out, and it's a passive in-breath. Keep going. Keep the hands at 60 degrees, because that way we're also then working in our energy field, and everything is getting a workout with this. This is Ego Eradicator. Keep going. Rapid breaths through the nose, pumping the stomach like bellows, building heat in the fire with the breath of fire in the stomach. Okay, we're going to take a big breath in. Bring the hands together, join the thumbs above the head. Hold this breath in, force up the root lock. Push up like we do in our last our breath hold for Wim Hof. And then slowly release the breath. Very, very, very slowly. Sweep the aura. Bring the hands to the mat. Then to your knees. And just breathe. Take some recovery breaths here. And just go inside. Really focus on the sensations in the body following this kundalini practice. It's a very short and sweet kryia. And I hope you enjoyed it. And it will warm us ready for our cold experience. Namaste. Sat Nam. Right, so breathing is done. My little bit of kundalini warm up is done. And never ever go into the water straight after you've done breathing. And I've got somebody here with me just in case. So if you're going to go into water that's deep enough to drown in, have somebody with you. Be sensible about this. Because this method can be dangerous as well as therapeutic if you're not careful. Okay, so I'm going to, what I do is have a playlist specifically for showers and ice baths. So I'm just going to go for a random one and get in the cold. So let's play the shuffle.
You say it's all in my head. turn it around on me like it's my fault. See, I can see that look in your eyes, the one that shoots at me each and every time. You breaks me with your cold shoulder. Whenever you look at me, I wish I was there. You shower me with words made of knives. Whenever you look at me, I wish I was these days. When I see you, you make it look like I'm see-through. You tell me why you waste our time when your heart ain't in it and you're not satisfied. You know I know just how you feel. I'm starting to find myself feeling that way too. When you breaks me with your cold shoulder. Whenever you look at me, I wish I was there. You shower me with words made of knives. Whenever you look at me, I wish I was there. Time and time again, I play the role just for you. Even in the daylight when you gave me high. Try to look for things I hear, but eyes not find. No, I don't know how you play. You breaks me with your cold shoulder. Whenever you look at me, I wish I was her. You shower me with words made of knives. Whenever you look at me, I wish I was her. You breaks me with your cold shoulder. Whenever you look at me, I wish I was her. You shower me with words made of knives. Whenever you look at me, I wish I was her.
Okay, leave me alone now. Give me some peace and quiet. So, spent a few songs in there, and now it's time to try and warm up my body naturally so I don't get after drop. I probably will get a little bit because I'm quite slender in my lower joints. So the best way to do that is horse stance. Okay, so keeping the weight into the bottom and off the toes. Try and keep the body upright, and then just go inside. Carry on. I'm going to carry on in my own time. Thank you for practicing with me.